Kind day to you all. I am Kinsmark, and this is the final chapter of Let's Play Outland. Because I aim to finish this game in this episode. Because I am aware of the challenge that awaits me, I may have to cut this up more than the previous in this series, so a heads up about that. And I am also coming at this on another day entirely, so I may have to acclimate to the controls since I haven't touched them in some time. So, I'll cut this guy down, and then check the map, because I can't actually say I know how I am to proceed from here. Ah! Collision! I assume I activate this, and then I can head through that door. So then that'll allow me to circle around, climb up, and get to the corner there at the top of the screen. Alright, cool. So, I can certainly say I have enjoyed the hell out of my time with this game, because it just controls so satisfyingly smoothly. And I can't say that about a lot of games these days. Okay. Confront another of these giant statue men. I assume they're statues, because I can't actually say I'm certain. Because, I mean, maybe they're creepy undead giants, sealed in servitude, to guard the gates to the ancient goddess's prison. Come on. Come on. Right. Swing. And then charge at the ankles. There we go. And then cut up his face. Ha ha! Make him all sexy for the statue ladies. Give him a few scars. There we go. So, come on. Come on, raise your shield. There we go. Carve out my opening. And then carve out your face. Uh-oh. Alright, he's gonna do his face lasers. Alright. I can critique the fact that there is a fair amount of waiting involved in combat against some of these mini-bosses in this game, because this guy, all I can really do during his face laser attack is just stand there. I can't actually interact at all. I just have to get out of the way. I mean, I could stand in the middle of it and change attunement so that I'm immune to the energy he's spewing. I just don't see much of a point in doing that if I can put safe distance and avoid even having to entirely. Whoa, alright, oh, come on, man. So, one swing, and then he activates the face lasers again. Come on. Because I'd just like to have something to do during this time. Alright, come on. There we go. Ah, come on. I have just one chance, because then he activates this cycle again, and I can't hurry it along or anything. I could, I think, shoot my own energy at him and hit him in the face, since his shield isn't covering it. I'm just, I ain't convinced that's a needful use of that ability. So there we go. Alright. Cut him down. Activate another suicide lizard. There we go. And I'll just let him explode along his merry way. So, checking the map again, it looks like I have to climb up this other area and then make my way around. Hi there. Y'all just do your thing. There we go. I guess I'll cut this up for money, because somehow I doubt I'll come through here again. So, let's see. Cut that up. And see if I can make my way uptown toward the final fight. Can I get past this guy, though? There we go. Ah, come on, he isn't dead. Chopped up his face 3 times. There we go. Alright. Ah, come on. Ankle shot. I did that to myself. Collect that. Oh, actually, I can collect that heart. Heal myself up. Alright. So now, let's just get rid of... ah, come on, I jumped right into that. I jumped away from that. There we go. There we go. So now... there we go. Alright. Heal me again. Mercy me! The game actually takes pity upon my plight. Ah, come on. he said, as the game ceased its mercy. Ah, there we go. So now I'll give you a little slide tackle. Whoops! That isn't the slide tackle ability. That's alright. I can just absorb a little more energy from my fallen foes. Alright, so this part is... challenge. There we go. Yeah! Made it. Let's see if I can just get through this, ignoring some of these enemies for now. Because I don't see much need in actually fighting all of them. Alright, so you cannot pass this way without a guardian key. And that looks like the goddesses themselves. So the final confrontation is coming up, as I anticipated. Let's see. I have to get across this and jump it all, because if I fall, I'm at that starting area again. Alright, let's see if I can pull this off. Whoa, oh crap. Nah! I answered my own question! Swiftly and efficiently! Alright, I'll climb on up again. Once more with feeling. Let's see if I can get through this and not screw it all up. There we go. Alright, duck you. Oh crap, I can't actually duck him. Ah, don't shove me off. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh, I could have approached this much more gracefully. Ah, come on. I changed attunement at the absolute worst possible moments again, and managed to die again. Oh crap, I died again. So, wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I could have sworn I checked this the first time I attempted this level and didn't see any inactive checkpoints. So, do they only show up on the map once I actually find them on screen? Because I thought that was the impetus for the name of this level. Apparently I am mistaken there. It didn't even click for me that I had found a checkpoint until I died, anticipating that I'd start the entire level over again. And then, thankfully, I didn't have to. I'm just, a little confused about it. Alright, that's fine. I ain't about to complain, that's for damn sure. So you just go that way. There we go. Alright, so... I almost made that smoothly. Almost. Okay, alright. This takes some serious reflexes. There we go. Also patience. Patience, strangely enough, is the key to that segment. Because some segments in this game hinge upon absolutely crazy snap reflexes, and then others one actually has to approach carefully and cautiously. Like this, because there is absolutely zero use in fighting this dragon if he's red, because I can't change attunement in here. I'll die in an instant. Ah, come on. Ah, come on. The hell? He has such range. Ah! Come on. Change attunements. There we go. Alright. So, cut him up. There we are. Alright. That is an awesome looking pattern. Ah, thank you. Alright. Also, checkpoint. Thank you again. Ah, this level is far more merciful than I anticipated. Because I thought that, in a manner of mild critique, I might have to say that this level engaged in artificial difficulty since it didn't allow for a checkpoint, I thought. And I am relieved to have mistakenly judged this level so. Alright then, so that is a health crystal. Again, a mercy I didn't anticipate getting. So I'll just cause them to collide again, because that's amusing to me. Oh, it's a jump pad spike puzzle! I mean, it isn't a puzzle so much as it is just a gauntlet that I have to carefully navigate. There we are. Apparently, to my subconscious, which dictates everything I say in these sorts of scenarios, Anything involving a small amount of thought is a puzzle. Ah! Oh, well, alright, I tried. So there's another shield guy over there. I'm just gonna take care of you, because I do not like you, Sam I am. I do not like you. What? So, ever! Alright. Coinage, that's fine. So, deal with that spider. And that, whoops, alright. Changed attunement there on me. And now let's lure Shieldy guy into range. So, ooh, alright, he didn't fall for my trap. Alright, that's alright. I'll leave that health there in case I need it. Oh, and I just might. Ah, yep, I'm gonna. Ah, get smote! Crap, crap, crap. Come on, cut up his friggin' kidneys. There we go. Alright, collect that health, get all healed up. I'm fine. Just made a little mess over there. So, how am I to proceed from here? I can't tell exactly, so I'll just follow the flow of the level. And that leads me into another suicide lizard. Cool. Alright. I know I've called them so many things throughout this series. Suicide lizards, shell bugs, suicide insects. I don't know what the hell they are. They're creepy and I don't like them. Whoa! Hi there. Oops. Alright. Get the juke on him. There we go. Finally figured out the rhythm for those guys. This is a very rhythm-oriented game. Alright, so I have to activate something over there. Let me see what this guy's about first, though. Hep! Oh, I missed with my smite. Yeah! Because ain't that always just the risk you take with the smite ability? Is that a little too, inside of tabletop for most people to get? Probably. That's why I don't like per-day abilities! I'm just gonna ambush this guy as many times as it takes to get the drop on him. Ah! Jump on over and cut his spine. Whoops, that didn't go as planned. Ow, nor did that. Ah, I got impatient. I paid for it. Alright, you do your thing. And you do yours. See ya. Alright, so, oh, this actually leads me somewhere else. There was another area there. Hang on. Can I get in here again? Because I anticipate that I am about to complete the game if I proceed through that area. I could have sworn that, ooh, I was about to activate something over here that would lead me this way. Apparently this is just its own thing. Alright. So... oh, crap. Fell right into him. There's something else to the left there, isn't there? I think there is. Yeah, because there's that enclosed area there. Alright, so I'll check that chamber. And... ah, crap. I landed right on his mace. Oh, come on. Go up, damn it. There we go. So, I already fought this guy once. I'll just get past him and see what's over here. Ah. More treasure awaits. Cool. I can only hope I have some place to spend it, considering how close I think I am to the end of this game. Alright, so now I can proceed comfortably, because I just like to check everything I come across. The end of all things. So, check this area on the map. Oh, this is another complicated one. Alright, so I have to get all the way through this area to hit that lever, I assume, at the end of this corridor. Alright. That just throws me at the ceiling. Okay. Yeah. So is there any purpose for this? I have to smash that wall? Something over here? Why is this launch pad here? I assume I'll figure it out another time. Whoa, it's another one of these. Ah! Complications arise since attunement changes on a dime here. Alright, there we go. Another chain area. I can get through those. Those are fairly easy at this point. There we go. So, man, how much more complicated would it make it if all of these sorts of things also changed attunement when it flickered? that would make this entire stretch that much more complicated. So I'll shut up because I don't want to give these developers any ideas. Alright, so is there anything underneath me? I certainly hope so. Can't get through there. So... Because... I'd like to check out as many corners of this as I can. Whoops. Because even though I'm not aiming at a completionist run, I still enjoy exploration. So there's something up there. That's certain. There's a chamber up there that I can't tell entirely how to reach. Maybe it's these? Ooh. Yeah, that's... Man, how do I do that? Do I have to... Ah, there we go. So this leads to a chamber full of treasure. Cool. I couldn't tell if I had to approach this from the other side of this hall, so... That's why I took the low road first. Ah! Oh. As I so often do, am I right? Whoa. According to the comments on anything critical I do. There we go. So from here, again, apologies for constantly checking the map. I just find it challenging to keep my orientation straight in my head in this game. There we go. So I think just come up here. Whoa! Finally, I was about to say I'm finally getting good at fighting these charging, slashing guys, and then I managed to get hit. So I should just mind myself from getting ahead of myself. All right, so I alternate those. I have to jump. Oops. Oh, that's confusing, because I have to jump where the spikes are, change in midair so that they aren't. And, okay, alright. Maybe I can just do this. There we go. This is easier. Hello, sir. How are you? Get smoked. Alright, so how am I... Can I actually... Oh, I can jump that. I didn't think I could. So, ow! I didn't realize I'd fall directly on the spikes from there. So there is something up here. So it's worth checking out. Alright. Up we go. Yeah. Alright. Grab that. So there's a platform here. Grab that. Oh, that didn't really help me all that much. Alright. Up. And... go with the jellyfish. Chop him up. I didn't even see him coming. I was too concentrated on the jellyfish. Mask. That's all that's up here, I think, so... Yeah, alright. Continuing on. Oh. I sort of, leapt without looking there. And that can cost one's life in this game, so, I shouldn't have done that. Where exactly am I? Alright, I'm all the way down here. Cool. Am I safe here? Alright, I'm safe. There we go. Put that flower, make a nice little corsage out of it. An energy-spewing decoration for any fine, fancy occasion. Oops. Yeah. So, empty chamber. Full of energy cannon things. Alright. This looks complicated. So... Oh, I see. I have to pace it. Alright. I can do this. This is easy. This is just one that requires patience instead of twitch reflexes. Alright. I can make that work. So what's above me? Can't tell. I assume it's jump pads. So, up and away we go. Anything above me? Alright, cool. Whoops. Over. Oh, the hell. Alright, I gotta get over. There we go. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, ha ha ha! I made it first try. Cool. Those jump pad puzzles, again, puzzles. Anything that requires thought is a puzzle to me, apparently. Thanks, subconscious, for revealing me as an idiot. Those I'm actually getting pretty decent at. Whoa, hey. Try to get fancy. Over there. Alright. So I'm just gonna have to deal with you guys, because you seem like you're in an uncomfortable position for me to have to deal with. There we go. Ah, crap, it's another one of these things. I don't like these. Can I, like, knock that up at you? Hey! Suck on your own explosive! Crap. Alright. I don't think I can time that. There we go. There we go. What the hell? The asteroid, like, lagged in the air for a second. Did y'all see that? I think those meteors that are falling from the sky in the distance are coded so that they appear on screen relative to my character's positions. Because, yeah, I can sort of stutter them if I jump in the middle of their animation mid-fall. That's a strange little quirk of the coding. Alright, anyway. Moving right along, collecting all the treasure. I assume I'll find another shrine somewhere along the way, since I am finding all this coinage. So, alright. Up and away we go. Ah, ladder. Hi. Could you... Ow! Keep your distance, please. Chop him up. There we go. Yep. 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 Made it. Alright. Hi there. There we go. Thank you for paying absolutely zero attention to the health of your spine. Yoink! Whoa. Ah, cheers to you, sir. I haven't missed you. You and your Macy kind are probably my least favorite in this game. You guys have a habit of hitting me when I think I'm safe. Hair gets mo- Oh, crap. That didn't even stun him! He didn't even notice! Ah, jeez! Alright. Alright, come on. Yank your mace up. There we go. And then... Ha! Chop at the calves! Right, up and over. Whoops. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sir, I'm about to give you a friggin' hip replacement surgery. There we go. Would you like it replaced with a length of steel? Or whatever the hell my conjurable sword is made of? The stuff of the plains, the material of the multiverse. I don't know, I couldn't tell you. Alright, so into this chamber of fun times, I'm sure. There's another co-op challenge. Yep. Alright, ow. So through the cannons we go. Screw you, spider. Go away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thanks for jumping over me. I appreciate that. Alright. So that little flower. Do a little energy gardening. There we go. Whoops. Ah, crap. I keep doing that. I keep attempting. I have, since the first level of this game, attempted to cut at the tick monsters when they're still embedded in the ground, even though I've learned so many times now that I can't hit them then. And then I attempt to correct for it and swing high, even though at that point it's too late. They're going to hit me. And I always think, oh no, this time I'll cut fast enough. Even though I haven't acquired any abilities to increase my attack speed. Like, some part of my head just refuses to accept that that isn't the way to fight them. Ah, whoa. Hiya, gents. Ha-ha! There we go. Get air comboed. I should really have done more of that sort of thing throughout this entire game. I just haven't. Alright. Check and see if there's anything over this way. Actually, there's a chamber there that I can't get into, so I do have to go this way, yeah. I don't think there's anywhere else I can go. Alright. Simple enough. Is there anything here? Is this a crackable wall? It isn't. It just looks strangely like it is. Alright. Hi there, spider. See ya! Moving right along. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. Ah, come on. Fine. I'll kill you anyway. I changed attunement to do just that. Yeah! Whoa! There we go. So, where am I to go now? Alright, so I think at this point I have to climb and not fall, because if I do, I'll just land at the floor of this entire chamber again. Alright, alright. Fair enough, game. There we go. Fight it properly this time, because I know how. Ooh, I have to hit that launch pad, don't I? Indeed I do. Wait, do I? Hold on. There's a chamber here. Have I gone in that chamber? Oh, I'm concerned now. Alright. Ah, that's where the co-op challenge is. Alright, I'll check that here in a second. Activate this lever just in case this is harder to get to than I thought. There we go. So that clears that door. And drop on down. There we go. So, co-op challenge, 2 of a kind unlocked. Alright. So, whoops. Ah, come on. Whoa, 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 come on now. I could swear I attacked that and the sword just passed harmlessly right through it. Come on, game. I've done more than... What? Oh, I'm all the way over here? Ah! Alright. I'll catch up to where I was. Man, it's amazing what the pressures of the camera can do to one's performance, because I've made it here in much healthier shape this time than the last. So, I think I just need to stomp through here, and then go, over to that door over there. Alright. Can do! Because, yeah, the concentration this game demands isn't easily split from it to commentary, so I can see a horned figure there next to that erupting mountain that I assume is a volcano, and what looks like a goddess that's exhaling the wind. Anyway, collect that key. There we are. I found a guardian key. So, am I to go this way? I assume I am. I'll check out. Oh, hey, alright, hey, careful there. Make sure, so... alright, so... Cool, that just functioned as a shortcut for me, because I can then cut over to that door there, and I think confront the final encounter of the game. Cool. I have to come through this again, though. Because of course I do. The road to eternity is never an easy one, is it? Alright. Let's do this. I collected a mask on complete and total accident. Because I can't get up from here easily, can I? Oh, wait, maybe I can. Maybe. Assuming I can actually meet the proper attunement on the way up. There we go. Alright. This feels harder in this direction than the last. Ow, jeez. Pay attention there. There we go. Alright. So that's a teleport stone. Come at me, goddesses. I shall put thee in thine place. The sisters. This is a cheery image. And it seems familiar, considering my earlier vision. I could swear I've seen this once already. Am I in some sort of cyclical chronology that constitutes that I am actually this ancient hero come again to confront this ancient menace? Alright. Here we are. So, how am I to approach this fight? I assume I have to close on them at some point. Come on, I didn't even touch that. Again, collision is this game's most severe failing point. Whoa, is gravity different on this level? I mean, small wonder, look around. Because I don't think this is Earth anymore, if indeed that is ever where we were. This seems completely elsewhere, though. An other world across the plains. So can I just get the drop on them? Literally, I have 1 health. It just occurred to me. Alright. Heh? Alright, so I can't just kick them in the head. Fair. Can't say I expected that to function all that well. Maybe I should use the absorption shield and hit them with all of the energy they're sending at me. Or, maybe, come to think of it, this answer should have seemed obvious to me from the start. Maybe I attack these things. Actually, hang on, let me go for my chance. There we go. Ah, alright, that's it. So they are the things actually shielding them. I should have thought of that from the start. Because they're clearly much more accessible targets that aren't exuding incredible amounts of horrifically damaging energy. Let's see. I just have to climb my way up to them. There we go. Can I make that jump? I can. Alright, cool. So if I get over here, there we go. Can I reach that from here? I'm not 100% sure I can. Alright, so again, this seems like it might take more finesse when in fact patience is the name of the game here. Alright, 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 working with it. I'm alright. I am alright. Can't say the same for their little shield minions, though. Alright. Making progress. Ah! So many things for my eyes to concentrate on. Alright, cool, I can actually reach that one. Almost there, 1 left. So I assume I have to, whoa, cut these things down and then attack them at the core. Correct? I assume so. So, yeah. I didn't, Alright, that did something. There we go. Alright, that feels like it's doing more of a thing. Alright, I expected more to happen here. Can I just keep hitting them? There we go, alright. Cue the next cycle, and there are more of them this time. Alright. I can deal with this. It's 1 down. Whoops. I assumed at some point the habit of changing attunement as a panic reflex, and I shouldn't do that, because it gets me hurt frequently when... Ooh, that was a close one. When I shouldn't have need of it. Ah. Damn it. Oh, man. Oh, the pattern has changed. Oh, man. Alright. There we go. Get some hits in now. Whoa, whoa, what hit me there? Come on, man! The hit detection! I can't stress it enough. Is the single most severe shortcoming of this game, because there are so many places when I shouldn't get hurt that I do, and when I should actually connect with an attack against something that doesn't. That's the one thing in this game that continually falls short, and it's frustrating because the rest of it is so good. Alright, so, whoops. Alright, that was me not paying attention. How in the hell am I gonna... How am I gonna get to that one? Maybe if I let it get... Ooh, more vertical, I can get the drop on it. That didn't work so well for me. Ooh, close one there. And oh. Alright, I managed to kill my target and myself, so... Alright, coming at this fresh from the start again. I can tell this is a fair fight, because it isn't throwing things at me that I just can't avoid. There's just so much on screen at any given time that I'm having trouble with figuring out exactly where to go, what attunement to change to, etc. in the moment. Alright, there we go. So... Hup. Ooh, close one there. And then, so let's just climb up. Again, man, I feel like I can jump higher on this level. Maybe it's just the distortion of the camera kind of shifting around to follow me in weird ways. Did I get hurt just from jumping on that thing? I don't know, I couldn't tell if that was that or the energy hitting me. Come on. It's changing at the least opportune moments. Then again, what else is new? Okay, alright. Oh, didn't even see that one there. I got lost in the energy field. Okay, there we go. And now, go for it! Yeah, I got it. Whoa. Can I actually fall to my death in this level? Because I feel like that's probably something that could happen. Because I can't tell, whoa, if there's an actual floor here. Ah, come on. Come on up there. There we go. And let's see if I can catch it on the downfall here. Oh, made it. All right. I had to get hurt that once, so now I do what? Like, how exactly do I really attack them? Because I feel like that energy shot isn't entirely the right way to go about it. Alright, so, okay, so she seems hurt, the light goddess, because she's sort of feigning at the forehead there. So, do I keep doing that? I don't think these feel like the right things to do. Oh, I actually have to attack them individually with the right energy. Alright. That should have felt more obvious to me. Ah, jeez. Then it did. Whoa. So that's on me. Man. A lot of things in this fight. Come to think of it. Ah, Jesus. I feel as though... Whoa. They should have come to me as immediately obvious things. And then just didn't, because... I think I'm approaching this concentrating too hard. Then again, there are a lot of things to concentrate on, so... There we go. Alright, just let that do its thing. There we go. Whoa! Come on. The carelessness about energy constantly gets me killed. Because I can hardly articulate to you guys, I am certain that it looks much easier than it actually is in motion with the controller in your hands. Because you have to look at the colors of the things coming at you, of the things you're standing on, of anything that's actively hitting you, of the target that you're about to swing at. There's just so much to keep in mind and to anticipate at any given moment that, oh man, it is so much more challenging than it might seem. Just take my word for that. I am not just making excuses. I am a little. Not as much as it might seem, though. Because this is much harder than first glance might lead one to think. Alright. There we go. So then, oh, close one. Alright. Fine so far. So now, this one should come easy. Whoops! I made it. I didn't think I'd actually survive that fall. Okay. Alright. So there's that. They are now vulnerable. Which means... There we go. Alright. That's what that's for. I have to absorb their energy so I can get to them. Alright, so there was a purpose in using the shield there. Alright. Because I thought it strange that all of my abilities didn't seem to come into play for this fight. I'm like, then why are they all here? Because final fights like this almost always incorporate all of one's abilities in a game like this, so that you have to use them all in cohesion. Jeez. There we go. So, apparently I do. I can't tell exactly what the energy attack is for. assume I'll find that out in good time. There we go. Alright. So, where is the next one? Whoops. Ah, jeez. Concentrate too hard on where I'm going and not on where I am. Alright. So, I think all that's left are, yeah, these ones close to them. So that's one down. Alright, I think I'll follow it here for now, because this feels like a safe-ish area to get swings in. Whoops! Ooh, changed a little prematurely there. Alright, Alright, drop on down. Oh, close one. I can't reach. Whoops. Alright, don't get greedy, don't get greedy. Plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time. Plenty of time. No, don't start doing that. Don't panic change. Whoa. I can't reach. I have to get down. Yeah. Gotta get down again. Ooh, close one. There, no, come on. Alright. Made it. So, still have a few to go. Come on. Oh, it's those little hits like that don't feel like much in the moment. That just chip away at you, and I can't see any means. Whoops. Alright, so apparently I can't fall to my death. That's good to know. Anyway, I can't seem to collect health anywhere during this fight, so I have just all that I come prepared with, and that's it. Whoops. Could have sworn I'd catch that ledge. Oh, alright then. Once more with feeling. Come at me, you twin menaces. I shall cut thee down. I shall seal thee in thine extraplanar prison for all eternity. And you will know that mine is the place of power in this universe, not yours. Alright. So, there we go. Alright, whoops. Yep. And a yep. For some reason I find it easier approaching this part of the level from this angle. There we go, nice and easy. Okay, whoops. There we go now. Because I could tell it was about to change attunements. Starting to learn the pace. There we go. Alright, whoops. Ooh. Almost made a dire mistake there. So... Oh, wait. Yeah, here we go. I don't even have to use the energy shield, so strike that thing I said about necessity, because I can just jump through it from the other side. Whoops. Alright, that's fine. Oh, so falling does actually hurt me. Alright, I thought that jump pad thing just sort of saved me in general. Alright, I can't attack from this side right now. So let that dissipate. There we go. Alright, so we get some slashes in on her. So now I have to get over to the light goddess. Ah, and I can't touch her. I just have to attack and that's it. Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So... I feel like I'm doing more actual damage through attacks with the sword than I was doing with the energy shield. So, there we go. Yeah, because that way I got him down, I think, farther than I did those other times. Get in a free shot there while I have that little window of opportunity. Alright, come on. Circle around where I can reach you. Energy comes out there. Yee. Alright, close one. Ah! Come on. Is it, oh, so doing the drop attack on those actually does hurt me. I can confirm that now. Because I'm pretty sure it's not me hitting the energy. So I think just touching those in any way aside from sword attacks is harmful. Alright. Man, I'm already closer than I'd like to my death. Oh, alright. Change just in time. Again, simple systems. Made complex through a lot of things happening on screen at once. This takes that core fundamental element of this game's design ethos and just cranks it up all the way. Almost missed the timing on that. Jeez, I feel like I'm just chasing this one. Ah, damn it. There we go. Getting close. Okay, alright. Made it. So now I just hack that up. Ah, at that time I hit the energy. I know I did. Oh, man. Oh, if this follows the rule of threes, and I have to go through 3 segments like this just to get attacks in on them. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it on this run. I must approach it confidently, though, as though I am certain that I shall emerge the victor. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Ah, come on. Ah, damn it. I've already lost. I have already lost. Because I'm gonna get hit at some point through the middle of this. I'll try not to. I don't have high hopes for myself. Oh wait, why did I do that? Ooh. I almost did the stomp attack on reflex because it was under me without remembering that is an ineffective strategy. There we go. No, health. Oh my god. Oh, okay. All right. That is the first time I've actually seen health on this level. All right. So small mercies. Okay. All right. Itchy face. I cannot move my hand from my controller. Make the jump. There we go. Alright. Whoa. Oh, it's because it changed it. Attunement right next to me! I coulda, shoulda, woulda seen that coming, and I just didn't. Because I already knew that it changes every so few seconds, and I stood in the middle of it anyway. This game. This is hard. Alright, there we go. Oh man, it is so grueling that it sets me at the start every time I fail. At least I'm getting pretty efficient. This part. There we go. Whoops. Alright, didn't mean to do that. Might as well make use of it, though. Cool. Alright. So now I... Ooh. There we go. Now we get in on her. Ah, yeah, there we go. Alright. Getting in multiple attacks. Right, go around. And... Just let that dissipate. And now. Yeah. Do I have one more shot? I think I do. Alright, made it. Alright, so. To the next stage. Okay. Can I attack that from here? Ah, damn it. I didn't touch it, damn it! That is so frustrating. And it robs the game of its integrity because it requires such precise controls, and then that precision is punished for stopping just short of something so that it doesn't touch you, and then it touches you anyway because the collision is off. That's so frustrating. Like, the game is shortchanging itself because I don't mind that it requires intense precision. It just needs to have... come on. Alright, that was on me. Finesse. Jeez, I changed. Panic again. It needs to have enough finesse in its hit detection that close precision of maneuvers doesn't punish you. Damn. I'm already much more hurt than I should. Ooh, close one. changed so that I could prep for an attack, and then managed to screw it up. Oh, health. Give me it. Damn it. Just give me that health. Give me that. Thank you. Okay, alright. Pick that up. Okay. More health. Good. Okay, alright. Okay. Come on, make it up. I anticipated that this episode would get long. And oh man, I was more correct than I knew. Okay, alright. Making it. I have any reason to rush. I can make this all in good time. Alright. Managed to finesse that one. When am I gonna get a clear shot at this? You know what? Screw it. That one. Ah, damn it! It interrupted me. Screw it. Do it again. And it interrupted me again. Or did it? Oh, I finished it. All right, awesome. I have 1 health though. That isn't good for me because there's still a couple of them left. Jeez. All right, let's make it over there. Okay, alright. Did that one leave health? Yes, it did. Alright. I'm starting to think that it's almost coded to give me health if I'm low on health and then kill one of those things. Which is handy, I just didn't know that was how this was gonna go down. There we go. Jump through it so I can get ahead of it. There we go. Alright. So now I drop on down. Come on. And there we go. Whoa, no, don't. Alright, health, good. Alright, this is the first time I've reached the 3rd form. Alright, so for this one, I have to attack now, because I have to get through their rings. Alright. So this is actually just like the other version, it just looks different. Okay, oh man, it's trying to disorient me with all this circular, rotating stuff in the level environment. Okay, so she's already hurt, which means it's time to circle over to you. There we go. Alright, let's go. Yep. Oh man. Oh crap. Oh, cool. Whoop. I got greedy. I shouldn't have. Alright. There we go. Try to get up. Now... attack! Ah! Oh, is there another form? There is. Oh, no. Oh, no! Alright. I can deal with this. Oh, okay, alright. So, there aren't those thick fields anymore. It's just constant... Ah! It changed just in time for me to fall on it. I can do this. I can. Because again, as frustrating as it is, the challenge is fair. It's just excruciatingly demanding. Aside from, again, the issues of precision on the part of the controls and closeness for hit detection on my part and enemies alike. Alright. Whoa! Oh, come on. That actually hit me? Fine. Whoa. Again, that! I could swear I have safe distance so many times. So I can't even land near it. You know what? I'm almost tempted to just kill myself now. Because this run, getting this hurt this early, this run is already ruined. So just kill me. End me! Once more with feeling, coming at this for, I hope, the final time. Spoilers, it wasn't the final run. Alright, I have figured out that this fight actually isn't as active as it seems at first glance, because I found that I could easily, during that second cycle that has the thick energy waves that seem almost inescapable, that I could actually pretty easily deal with it if I first took care of the outermost crystals. If I just hung out at the top and just awaited each of them to cycle up to me in turn, because at that point I'm actually safely outside the range of those crystal cannon things, and so I can just sort of stand up there and let them come to me and safely take them apart. And then against the close crystals to the center, I could just sit on that side platform right next to them and fairly, easily just, again, let them cycle over until they're comfortably close to my position. And, whoa, could you not throw me right into a thing that'll hurt me, please? And then kill me. Alright, so I have the first couple of phases of this fight figured out. It's clearly this third one that still eludes me. And this is what I'm talking about with this phase, because I can just hang out up here safely, and assuming I remember to change attunement safely, I can pretty safely avoid the worst of all that, and then attack these things at my leisure, just as I can for these here at the side. And there is the start of the third cycle. So, this is the part that I still haven't managed to master, clearly. Because again, strangely enough, though it might seem frantic, this fight requires patience. Alright, so just let that cycle. And now. Whoa. Almost got a little greedy there. I feel like this side is just harder to attack from in general, just because of the cycle pattern. Alright, so this part. Whoa! Oh, come on. Okay. That's one. Surely there is pattern to deal with this. And I think I just have to approach it like I did the other one, and try to do as much of it from a safe distance that I can see those shots of energy coming from as I can. There we go. So, I think I'll just take care of these outer crystals first. And whoa. Then I'll worry about the ones closer to the center. Whoa, that was close. Okay, alright. Making it. Whoa. No. Don't touch. Whoa. Okay, alright. Sort of fell out of the area that I wanted to stay in. Can I make it up there again? Because I feel like up there is definitely the safest area of the level. Alright, get through that. Prior to it changing. There we go. Make it up. Because, I feel like height equals safety on this level. Whoa. Man. Damn it. Panic changing is not your friend. Alright, I'll get in a free shot on that one. And collect some free health. Yes, no. Damn it. I've got health. Just to lose it. Oh, give me that. Yes. No, damn it. Again. No. I could tell it was coming. I could tell, and there was nothing I could do because I was already hanging on the ledge, so I have to do this again. Oh, this fight. Alright, here I go again on my own. Because I made a lot of stupid mistakes that were entirely my fault. I am much lower on health for this segment this time. than I would have liked. Just have to see what I can make of it, though. Ooh. Okay, alright, alright. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna take that one out that way. I'm starting to think that that really is the use of the energy attack for this fight, is just taking out the ones that are too much of a risk to physically reach. Whoa, close one there. Okay, alright. I'm trying to get up to the top again, because again, I feel like this is the safest place throughout this fight. Yeah. Okay, maybe this corner, because I have to approach these. So, yeah, I'm thinking corner, maybe, yeah. Okay, alright. Get up through that. There we go. Alright, there we go. What? Just energy attack. Whoa! I can change attunement mid-energy attack. I did not know that. Oh, I only have so much energy, though, and I panic changed. Oh, that mistake is gonna cost me. I can feel it. Okay, come on. Alright, close to one of the outsiders. Change. There we go. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with that one right now. I will, however, take out that one. Oh, damn it. No! I couldn't climb up fast enough! Oh, I hate this fight so much. Alright, final phase. Once again. This time, I think I'm gonna get a lot more aggressive in my use of energy abilities, because I keep just saving them, assuming I'll need them for later. I think this is the later I need them for. So, I'm just gonna get the ones that I can the old-fashioned way. And the rest, I'm going to Kamehameha into the next world. Okay. Cue Otherworld. Y'all know the theme, the cool one. Another world awaits you. Okay, alright. Is that all of the outer ones? I think maybe so. So, energy attack! Health, give me that. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Just safely drop on down. Whoa! Get that one. That was pure luck that that energy didn't hurt me, because I didn't even have time to change attunement for that one. Oh, damn it. There we go. Health, good. Yes. Oh, damn it. Oh, God. The panic changing because I see something coming at me gets me hurt so often because I am an idiot. There we go. Health. Yes, health. Good. Like that. Get that. Alright. Concentrate. Don't get overwhelmed. Because it's when I start freaking out and getting too tense that I screw everything up. Alright, there we go. Just energy that one. Couldn't reach the other one in time. I was hoping I could. Alright, there we go. So that's that. Oh, come on, this is the last chance. Alright, how's this one gonna work? Alright, this actually seems pretty simple. It's just a little pinwheel pattern. Alright. I just have to time this out. It's pretty short range, too, so there we go. Oh, come on. Oh, tell me this last phase is as easy as this seems. Because if it is, I can actually do it. Alright, there we go. I just have to carefully position myself for this. Okay, alright. Just take it carefully. Drop on in. Whoa, don't fall into the light energy. There we go. Whoa, grab that ledge. Stay careful. Careful, I said. Careful. No. No. I have 1 health. That is enough. I can do it with 1 health. I just need to not screw up. Okay, alright. Okay. There we go. So get in there. Oh, this side is harder. Oh, this side is harder because it's coming directly at me. Oh, this side is much harder. Oh, no. There we go. Alright, one more combo. One more combo, and this is it. There it is! I have cut thee down, sisters of death! Ah! Grand Master.
This is how it ends. The hero, poised to strike the last blow, to seal in the authors of destruction forever. But lo, the lock shatters, the prison opens. Full of wrath, they emerge. To a world that time has crafted, mankind shaped. They see now it is not theirs to destroy. Humbled, they journey home. Our hero's work is done, and the spirit of the ages leaves him. His story ends. For now.
Curious, that ending, because it implies that all of this, everything I've done, was completely pointless. Because since they were already about to emerge from their prison because the cycle came anew, then my fight against them had no influence, at least as far as that narration leads me to think, upon their seeing this world as something that isn't theirs to create and destroy and create and destroy and create and destroy anymore at their leisure. And so I feel like my agency in all of this didn't matter. That's such a shame, because unless I'm just misreading this climax, it cuts short all of the efforts of the character and therefore the player throughout this entire game. So that's such a disappointing ending. Because the fight, I'll admit, it stopped feeling fun a while ago, because the challenge is fair, however extreme. So I'll confess, frustration set in, and it supplanted the fun factor some time ago. And I can't tell you how many attempts from the episode that you're actually seeing, because I have sat here for hours, and this session, I have my work cut out for me to actually make this a cohesive episode for you all. So, comments, tell me how I've done at that, because you're seeing the final product, obviously. So, I have conflicting feelings about this game. Because it's fun, it's fluid, it's smooth, it's responsive. However, as I harped on several times, because it came up most, I think, in this episode, the collision and hit detection are off. There is no cleaner way to say it, they just aren't correct. Because sometimes my sword would just pass through at the tip enemies and targets and stuff like that that I should have hit successfully, and it just didn't register. And then other times, I'll come close to an item so that I can tell I'm still several pixels away on screen, and I just hit a damage field around it, and I get hurt anyway, even though I haven't actually touched it. And in a game like this that demands such precision of the player, I expect the controls to reciprocate that precision in kind. And this just doesn't. So I can certainly say that I appreciate its art style. The audio design is fantastic. I still want a digital version of this soundtrack. I hope that there is one available somewhere. I assume all of these are folks that have contributed to the project. And I certainly hope to see the developers that made this what it is continue to make games, continue to learn the craft, and to continue making creative things, because there is artistic talent everywhere, all over this game, from the art design to the sound design to the actual mechanic presentation of the game itself. It just, I feel like it fell short in just a few areas that sadly compromised the whole as an experience, and that's a shame. It's just it's sort of the weakest link in the chain, as it were. So anyway, I am critical, however. I'll just clarify to say that I had more fun with this than frustration, and I'd certainly recommend it to anyone that enjoys platformers. Because again, it isn't my genre, and that is why that last fight, I think, gave me such a hard time. Because I'll admit straight up, I just sort of suck at platformers. I enjoy them. They're one of the genres that I grew up on. I can't say I ever really got all that great at them, though. I just enjoy playing them. And so the sort of constant focus that that last fight demands, of multiple avenues of attention spans concentrating on, again, the things that you're standing on, the things that are coming at you, the places you're going, and the colors of everything along the way. There's so much to keep straight and so much to react to with split seconds to spare that it is incredibly mentally taxing. And that's intentional. It's just, it's hard for me because I tend to play things that, or rather, I suppose I should say, I tend to excel at things that, as I'm playing, I can concentrate on a small handful of things at once to the exclusion of many other things and just focus on one task at a time. I excel at that sort of thinking. This very scattered approach to the sorts of things that one has to maintain a constant awareness of the immediate moment at all times, it isn't exactly in keeping with the sorts of thought patterns that come easily to me. So check this out if you're interested. It is available on Steam. I can't say I remember for how much. It's just a few dollars if it isn't free. I think it comes with a cost. It's a small one though. So at this point, I'll just allow the credits to roll, because certainly everyone that put any amount of work into this deserves to have their credit shown for all. I'm curious to hear about, because I'm going to check this out after the fact, the story of the design for this, because it has the feel of an indie game. And yet, clearly, as one can see, it got published through Ubisoft, so I'm curious to hear of its story and how that came about. So, because I couldn't tell you the first thing about it right now. And I find stories like that of cool indie projects that have interesting ideas and then get them funded through larger companies that ordinarily don't take those sorts of risks. I'm curious to hear about how those discussions to convince them to take that potential loss and to run with it, and to say, all right, we'll actually let you guys fill out your project. I'd like to know how that all went down. And I can't come up with anything else to fill the air with. I think, however, that the credits are coming to a close. And I could listen to this soundtrack all day. I can still feel my shoulders slowly coming down, because I got tense in that last fight. So cheers to all of the developers that worked on this. I seriously hope to see more from all of you in the future. Thank you for playing Outland. Thank you for making it. Because I have had fun. I can feel that physiological stress response of coming down from it all. Like my fingers are starting to tremble. Alright, and that's it. So, cheers to all of you guys that have enjoyed this series. Again, it got a little longer than I anticipated, considering the average playtime that most folks report for it. I think because I did check around more of the corners of the levels and I took my time exploring, it took me a little longer. than apparently it takes most people. That's just the way I like to play this sort of game, though, so... Consider checking out our Patreon if y'all have enjoyed this series to help us keep the show alive. I have more series like this to come very soon here on the channel, because again, this entire thing was meant for covering a trip that I am prepping for soon, and that, as of this episode, I am probably currently on, so, anyway, thank y'all kindly for watching and for supporting me throughout this series. I'm Ch.26 here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming, and Godspeed.